Right, good morning. It's Saturday morning, and today's shave's going to be a tad different. How band. Um, some of you might not know. I've started wearing it again. It's for Health for Heroes. So today's show's going to be a little bit different. Is what I'm saying. It's my first product review. I've actually been sent an actual product, Jade, and it was sent to me by Mark at Good Shave. For those of you who don't know, Good Shave is like the Dollar Shave Club or the Wet Shave Club over here, and it's a multi-blade cartridge system. And this is the company here, so you get a nice flyer in the box. This is a bit different to other wet shave kits or multi-blade razor kits. This one, it appeals a little bit more to me because the reason I don't like a multi-blade razor is because you're sticking the blade directly against the skin, and you get the tugging and the pulling and sorts. Nice example, this is the Dorco one that they sent out for free, that the link was put on the UK Wet Shaving Society for, and it just sits flush against the skin. You've got your aloe vera crappy strip, it's 6 blades, I don't know why, but yeah, this is a bit different. I'm going to start with a handle, and don't drop it in the sink. It reminds me, and I ain't being funny, reminds me of a bowling and web. Okay, it's a nice sturdy heavy handle with a nice thick, and it's heavy, it's aluminium top I believe, or steel top, and it's got it does feel quite nice to hold. I ain't going to sit and lie, it feels really nice, it's a nice sized handle. I'm only going to be using it for head shaves, in all fairness, because I don't use a cartridge on the face. That's just me. I prefer my straight razors and my double edge safety razors. I will pick up a 2-bladed Bic, or if I'm just in a quick rush to get out of the house, I'm going out on a night out and I don't want to spend half an hour in the bathroom, I'll pick a multi-blade up. So this is going to come in handy, so I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, the handle to start with, I'm actually megally impressed. It's actually very nice. It's a well thought of design, and it does feel nice in the hand. Only issue is, without a blade in, it's not very well balanced, as she will sit to the side. Go on to the blades. Well, Mark, top man, I expected 1 blade, I didn't expect 4, and they're all individually packed. And in all fairness, the company logo across the top is quite a nice touch, to be honest with you. So they're all individually packed, sealed and ready to go, so yeah. I'm no good at opening these, so you can all have a laugh at me in a minute, because sometimes these are a pain in the back, but I managed to do it. Okay then, so the razor head itself, it's no spring pivot or anything like that, it's just a single arm. There is a roller on the bottom, if you can see, and then you've just got your strip across the top. There is only 4 blades in this, and I've got to admit, compared to the Dorco, the blade gap on this is substantial. I have a Mac 3 blade somewhere, and I have looked at it against that, and the Mac 4, the missus and the kids use it, the eldest uses it. He won't pick up a safety razor to save his life, and there's more of a blade gap here, so that's a plus for me, because with a multi-blade cartridge razor you normally get no blade gap. You always got, and it clogs, so we shall see. Okay, easy to load, and I mean easy to load. And if I'm honest with you, I'm kind of glad there isn't none, because on the loading side of it, you've got a basic little middle pin here, and that actually acts as the spring. So yeah, how balanced is it? She's not very balanced. I'm not worried about that, in all fairness. It reminds me of bowling and web, and in all fairness, you can buy a stand for bowling and web, so if it gets the thumbs up, I'll buy a stand for it and stick it on the wall, because in all fairness, it's quite a nice looking razor. So the handle wise, if it stood up flat like that, it'd get a 10. for a multi-blade cartridge razor. I think it's a lot nicer than that. If I'm honest with you, okay, this looks like, oh, I'll put loads of rubber and funk stuff on it. This is minimalist. It's a good size handle, and I prefer that. It's something nice and chunky to hold. But as it's not balanced, I can't do anything about that, isn't me? I'm going to give the handle a 7. It's nice, I like it. But yeah, let's see how we get on with the shave, shall we? Like I said, it's going to be a head shave. But to use the excess water just to moisten the bristles a bit more. And because it's on the theme of trying to save money and not spending stupid amounts of money on cartridges, I think it works out about $11 a month. And in all fairness, it isn't majorly dear. Can't knock it, and you really can't. So, we're going with a budget thing. And anybody can have a shave on a budget and use top quality products. I'm using an Amiga ball brush. That's one of my go-to brushes. I love this. $7.99. Can't go wrong with this. Okay, $2.99. See? And I like this. It's a very nice product to go to. So, and it's that simple to use. Just put a dollop on my top of my head and on the back of the head. A little dollop on the sides, and I'm pretty much ready to go. So yeah. But yeah. And it does produce a nice lather as well. Performs very well. And it's not a bad scent either. Yeah, I can't really smell much still full of cold. But I'm not here to review a soap, I'm just here to review this razor. So. But overall I'm really impressed, and to be honest with you, the shipping was fantastic. It didn't take long at all. About 4 days, and that's from Canada, I believe. So, I think it was Canada. The envelope it came in was yeah, very well thought of. So. It's a new company, it's only been going for a few weeks. So yeah, and to be honest with you, not many companies will set up and go, just wowing, and I mean, he's throwing loads of free razors out to people to get the name out there as such, and in all fairness, it's a fantastic marketing trick, so. Right then, let's crack on. I'm just going to warm the blades up. We shall see. Don't really. I don't know what to say, I'm impressed. To be honest with you, it was easy to clean out, and to be honest with you, it doesn't tug. I'll put this against my head, and I can run it just for one pass, and I know full well that my hair on my head's quite coarse sometimes, and this will clog up quite quickly. This hasn't. I can't just say it's going to be as good as a DE for me, but it's close enough. The first part, and it hasn't taken loads of hair off, I can actually still feel, yeah. For me, the blade angle's right, and that roller's doing its job. It's not literally taking a shed load of skin off with it to leave you with a classically smooth face after one pass. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. She's not struggling. Yeah, so. The handle. I'm going back to ergonomics and grip now. It's nice to hold to use while shaving, in all fairness. It fits well in the hand, and to be honest with you, it is, okay, it's not balanced to hold, laying down, but it's quite balanced as you're using it while you're shaving, so that's a plus. The handle's going up at the minute, so. Oh, my brush is shedding still. Yeah, and honestly, just a little wipe in, and she's quite easily cleaned out in all fairness, so yeah. Really impressed actually. I know I'm a traditional wet shaver and I like my straights and DEs and I like my mongoose and this is good. This is, in all fairness, it is it's surprising actually and how good it is. She's quite comfortable and she's not getting too close to be uncomfortable, if you know what I mean. Right, that's the first pass done. Lay it down for a second. I'm just going to have a swill off and then I'll come back to see how well it is. Right, the first pass is done. And in all fairness, she's not got me baby butt smooth. That on one pass will tear up my skin. It will literally leave me baby butt smooth in one pass, but it won't have leave me with a lot of irritation. I've still got to go the back of the head, another pass at least, and then to touch up the sides like I normally do with a DE. So she's not as close as a DE. In all fairness, she's on par with a DE for how close she's going. For some unknown reason, that roller seems to push the blade away from the skin and it doesn't hold the razor against the skin, so you're not pulling against the skin. I'm actually impressed. I am impressed at how well it's cut in. So we'll have another pass and we shall see how we get on. I'm just going to load up. I'll be back in a second. I've got a little knocking on the door. Right, I'm back. I've just been given my ticket for the train. Happy days. I love weekends. So yeah, right. Let me get loaded up for the second pass, and we shall see. There'll be a series of reviews on this because I need to basically get to grips with the basic blade longevity and how long the blade's going to last. And I know there's enough here for one blade a week, but you don't know. Some blades can last 2 weeks without anything, if you know what I mean. I can only compare it to a DE and a straight. I'm not a multi-blade cartridge user, but I know full well that if I want to have a nice head shave, in a minute I will pick it up. Because I am actually enjoying the experience. So right, let's go against the grain. Let's see. This is the ultimate test. Let's see how much is left behind on the second pass to see whether it accounts a buffer like I would do normally with my DE or my mongoose. No, but my DE. So. It's working. I'm happy. I'm not tearing loads of skin off as I'm using it. I've still got my usual touch-up areas, which is what I'd get if I have 3 passes with my DE. So, a multi-blade cartridge razor that performs like a DE, I'm going to say it does. So I've got a touch-up here. I normally have to anyway. Yeah, happy. I'm just going to jump back to this. I've used this on my head. I did video record it, in all fairness, and I'll never put it near my head ever again. 6 blades, nah. I can only do a side-by-side comparison. If you can see the blade difference and the gaps, and in all fairness, I do it on a side profile. It's shocking. This is great. Really, really good. This, not so good. I know it's free. The missus uses it. She's still on the first blade, so the blades are lasting quite a long while. But yeah. Right, second pass done. Let me just have a swill off and I shall come back. Right, I'm back. Right, swilled off. I've just got my usual touch-up areas on the side to do. And then we'll go over my overall experience with using the Good Shave razor. And it is literally the same touch-up areas I would use if I had my DE on. So. That's it. No, time for cold swill. Right. Always leave a little bit of soap behind me here. So, the Good Shave kit. I'm actually impressed. From the handle, which I really like. It's a nice modern handle. It is modern. I think it's kind of slick actually. It's got a nice profile, so I'm enjoying the handle. The only thing I don't like is I can't lay it flat because it just doesn't sit flat. Okay, the cartridge itself. I've got a 3-pass shave. I don't feel like I've ruined my head, in all fairness, and I've taken loads of skin off. I actually feel like I've had a 3-pass and quite a comfortable shave. The blades itself, I don't know how long they're going to last. They feel top quality, in all fairness. They feel like it gave a good shave, and the design of the cartridge itself is really good. This roller works fantastically. It doesn't hold, like I said, doesn't hold the blade flat against the skin. It actually keeps it to a certain level where you're not taking a layer of skin off as you're shaving. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed. Would I purposely go out and buy one? On first initial basis, if I'm honest, I'm not a cartridge fan user, but after using it, yeah, I would recommend it. I'm going to keep using it. I've got a month's worth of supplies. I'm going to use it for a month and see how long the blades last, if the construction holds up and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with it. I'm impressed at how well the blades are spaced so they don't get clogged up. It's easy to clean out. Just generally it works. And it is working. I've had a bloody nice shave as well, and my skin feels great. Right, to finish, we've got, I'm going to use the Arco again, courtesy of Mark. Walsh, this is, not from Good Shave. And I used an aftershave cologne for the simple reason is I wanted to feel how close I got and the sting, and no sting. And I mean no sting. It's not got too close to being an uncomfortable shave, so. So first shave with the Good Shave, and I like it. It's not my normal, but yeah, it's very nice. I've used it with Arco, and it produces a nice lather, and it does. But when we bring out the big guns, and we mean bring out the big guns that produce a nice thick creamy lather, we shall see how well it performs then, to see whether basically she can disperse it evenly and stuff like that. So we've got a good month of testing, and in all fairness I'm kind of looking forward to it now. Yeah, take me a head shave with a Good Shave. First one, and it gets the thumbs up. If I get 3 or 4 shaves out of a blade, I'm laughing. But any more than that, even better. But yeah, so overall fantastic shave. So thanks for watching. And yeah, what an experience. I didn't think I'd get a good shave from a multi-blade after using a DE for so long, or a straight razor. I really didn't, and there's proof in the pudding. So yeah, thanks a lot for sending it, Mark. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again for the next head shave of this. See you later.